Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Go ahead.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Yeah. Hey, Ozzie, stop!
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
It's Mixon on the counter, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Ravens at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. 129 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, he's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, report! Report! Yo.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. A short kick taken at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Wentz. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throw left side, complete. That's Clark. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
My man It's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wentz. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Good protection there on third down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
Report!
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Jackson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Right back to him on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. This goes out wide from Mixon. He's up to the 20, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a couple, Wentz, and he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good pickup there at 22.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Mixing up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, middle.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Justin Tucker on first field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now Wentz. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last time, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to